Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just wanted to make this video and tell you about the time that I got kicked off the property of a shipper. Okay, so I was picking up in Chicago. I don't remember the name of the shipper. This has been years ago, but I remember going in, and I was already in a foul mood that day. A lot of stuff had happened, also that of which I don't remember. But I go in, and as soon as I walk in, there's two security guards, okay? They're both sitting down. There's a man and a woman. The woman, she's playing on her phone. She's not paying a bit of attention. There's freaking 10 drivers in there lined up, and she's ignoring all of them. She's playing on her phone. I don't know if she's sending texts. I don't know if she's, playing Candy Crush, whatever. The man, he's working. Anyhow, this foreign driver comes in, and I know he's foreign because he barely spoke English at all. He looked foreign, right? I'm not being, oh, he's dark skinned, he must be a foreigner. No. Anyhow, he comes in and he walks up to the guard, right? He doesn't wait in line. He literally just walks around the line, and he walks right up to the guard. Now, the guard looks up at him and tells him, hey, man, I done told you, man, don't be coming in here every 5 minutes, man. You need to go back to your truck right now. Right? Black dude. Hence the accent. And the guy, oh, sorry, I know English, no English, whatever. And so the guy leaves. Well, I'm still waiting in line. I'm moving up slowly. Well, the foreign guy comes back in again. And this time, he doesn't even get all the way up to the guard before the guard snaps at him. The guard literally stands up and says, hey, man, you need to go back to your truck right now. I ain't going to tell you again. Talking to this grown man like he's a fucking child or something. And I lost my temper, okay? Like, I was already having a bad day. I was already in a bad mood. And I'm not about to stand there and watch some fucking minimum wage guard disrespect, a hardworking truck driver for no reason at all. No reason. That is not professional at all. And I told the dude, I said, hey, you don't need to be talking to him like that. And the dude, man, I don't give a fuck, or something like that. And I told him, well, you should give a fuck because you got a job to do. If the man has a question, perhaps you should answer it. And we kind of just went back and forth like that. Meanwhile, the female guard, she stands up at this point, she hears all this shit. She stands up and she's looking at me. And the guard, he keeps talking, man, I don't give a blah, blah, blah. You fucking drivers, this and that. And I tell him, hey, dude, you want to step outside? Like, we can handle this shit. Like, I don't care. Man, I don't give a fuck either. I said, great, let's step outside. And look, I'm not Billy Badass, but I have trained martial arts off and on my entire life. Boxing, BJJ, MMA. I've done a little bit of everything. I can handle myself in a street fight is what I'm saying. And I'm not scared to go there, right? And so I tell this dude, hey, you want to step outside? Let's step outside. And, he starts like walking around the desk like he's going to come out and meet me. And the female guard, no, Michael, no, it ain't worth it, Michael. Let it go. Whatever. So the dude, he just sits back down and, he starts, I don't know, writing shit or whatever. At this point, I'm furious. I storm out of the building and I go back to my truck and I call dispatch and I said, hey, look, you're going to have to send somebody else to pick this load up. Oh, what's going on, Chris? What's going on? I said, I just got into it with a guard, and I don't think they're going to, at this point, I don't think they want me on the property. I don't really want to go back in there because the situation might escalate, and I explained kind of what went on. And they're like, well, just do it for us, man. We really don't have anybody else in the area that can pick that load up. Just go in there and give them your pickup number and, see if you can get loaded. So I'm like, all right. So I go back in, and as soon as I walk in the door, right, both guards are just giving me the death stare. And I get back in line, right? At this point, a few more drivers had come in, so of course I'm at the end of the line again. And the guard, so he sees me and he's like, hey man, you need to get off the property right now, man. We ain't gonna load you. We ain't doing nothing, blah, 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 blah. I said, you ain't gonna load me? Okay, bet, right? So I just turned and I walked out. I called dispatch again and I told them, hey, yeah, they told me I gotta leave the property. And, you know, that's pretty much it. I left the property. They sent somebody else to pick up the load, presumably, and that was that. I never went back to that customer. And like I said, this was in Chicago, a little outside of Chicago, you know, one of the suburbs. I don't remember the name of the place, but the point is, don't let anybody punk you in this industry. And definitely, if you see these guards or anybody abusing somebody, you should step up and say something, okay? I don't like bullies. You know, there was a time when I was a bully. I've been on both sides of that fence. I've been a bully. I've been bullied, right? I think we all have, you know, when we were growing up or whatever. And there's just no reason at all you should treat somebody that way at all. And that guard, to me, was being entirely disrespectful and unprofessional. And, you know, the foreign guy, you know, I keep calling him the foreign guy. Obviously, I don't know his name, right? But this guy, he's just a little guy. You know, I could tell he was kind of shaken up by it. I could tell he was kind of timid. Well, I'm not timid. And I'm not afraid to tell people what I think of them if need be. Anyhow, yeah, like I said, I never went back to that customer. And I don't miss it. But you'd be surprised, you know, when you get out of a semi-truck, from the time you climb out of a semi-truck, people have these preconceived notions about you. Oh, you're a drug addict. Maybe you're ignorant. You're lazy. You're fat. You stink. You don't shower. Maybe you're the big R word. Maybe you're a serial killer, right? People, like, every truck driver out here had a life before trucking. None of us were born and raised in a truck. A lot of these guys are former military, former police. They worked in offices. They worked in hospitals, whatever. You know, and they got into trucking because they loved the independence. They loved the freedom. Maybe they like to travel and make money for a living. Okay, a lot of people, they want to put that stereotype on you that, oh, you're this or you're that or you're this, just because you get out of a truck. And that's kind of the vibe I was getting from this guard. You know, I could tell he didn't like truckers, just the way he was looking at all of us like we're fucking dogs or something. And then when he got in that guy's face, talking to him like he was a child, nah, you know. So anyway, I gotta go. Gotta deliver a load here in about an hour, so stay tuned. Peace.